You know what that means.
Oh no!
Yeah!
Oh, you've been broke too.
That's going in the video. Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back to the sit down. It's now Thursday. You know what the parentheses mean? It means it's now Thursday. Yeah, and you see it. You see the cup? You know what that means. I've secured the win.
I'm a man of my word.
I've secured the victory. And did it pretty handily, I have to admit. I did it pretty handily.
Yeah, this week.
In all four picks that me and Andrew differed from, Andrew went 0-4 and I went 4-4. So I went 11-5 and Andrew went
6-10.
Oof, that's tough. That's ugly, man. That's ugly.
Like the Raiders, the Falcons, the Chargers. Go ahead and put Andrew on that list.
Yeah.
Choke this one away.
Yeah.
I had like a 3-week lead and I blew it.
Yep, so that's 5 wins in a row for me. It's now 10-8 and it's officially over. It is officially over. I have won. My belly is full of Chick-fil-A sandwich. And I'm feeling good right now. The win, it tastes like
Root beer, no ice.
tastes like root beer. Root beer. But alright, y'all, let's jump into week 17.
Yeah.
We'll get these out of the way real quick and then we'll let you guys go about your business.
Yeah, this is a big week in the NFL.
Big
a
week.
lot of playoffs.
A lot of question marks
So what
here.
we're going to do is we're going to pick our games, and then we're going to let you know what our picks determine playoffs.
In terms of playoff implications.
We won't give you
right.
seeding or anything like that, but we'll tell you what teams are in, what teams are out.
Pretty much what the scenarios would be
Right.
if said team would win or lose.
Right, exactly.
Gotcha.
Raiders Broncos, no playoff implications here, but the Raiders are bad.
Yeah, I'm going Broncos.
Yeah, I don't think the Raiders are going to win.
And that's a lot.
I think this is about the Raiders to me.
Yeah, I do as
I
well.
think the Raiders collapsed the season away, and the Broncos are looking to finish the season off on a high note. And I think the Raiders are going to give it to them.
Yeah, I think I'm going Broncos as well. Yep. So let's go Falcon. Actually, let's go Jets Patriots. I'm gonna
Hold on. It's week 17. There's no more Chick-fil-A on the line. Jets are on a 2-game winning streak. 1, 2, 3. Jets!
How
Yeah!
about that, huh? How about that? Yeah, I just think the way the Jets have been playing, they're trying to win another game. And, if they play anything like they played the last 2 weeks, they'll beat the Patriots. They really will. It was a close game the last time they played, and they weren't playing like they are now. So, yeah, I can't believe I just said that out loud, but the Jets are
This
actually
is
going
the
to win.
first time we're picking the Jets this whole season.
Yeah, and probably the
17.
last for a while.
All right, let's hop over to Falcons Bucks. This is a divisional game, so it'll be closer than I think a lot of people anticipate. But the Bucks are playing for seeding at this point.
So they need this.
They do, I think, because if they win this week, then it would be if they get the 3 seed, that would put them in at least one more home game. They would get 2 home games.
And that will protect them from the Saints, which is important.
Correct.
Because as long as they avoid the Saints, they got a shot. If they face the Saints, it's over.
Right. If they're the 4 seed, then they would only get 1 home game,
Yep.
and then the rest of them, depending on who wins in the wild card, would be away games, which the Bucks do not want.
Right.
So I think players see how the game goes, and then maybe pull some people a little later, depending on what the situation of the game is. Because Tom Brady could use as much rest as possible.
Sure. I mean, he did last game, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You picking Bucks?
Yep, Buccaneers.
This is a big one. Cowboys Giants. The winner of this game will win the division if Washington loses. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys.
I'm going Cowboys as
Cowboys
well.
are rolling.
4 weeks in a row. Come on,
The
Cowboys.
Cowboys are rolling. The offense is playing really well, and the defense is playing surprisingly well too.
Yeah, and the Giants, that offense is it's so lackluster right now. Ever since Daniel Jones got hurt, it just hasn't been the same.
Yep.
And I don't think they're going to be able to figure it out in time. Yeah, I'm going Cowboys.
All right. Vikings Lions. No playoff implications here.
I'm going Vikings strictly off principle. With the Lions, like it happened to them last week, I think it'll be similar. Maybe not as many points or as big a blowout, but I think the Vikings will have their way.
I think the Vikings are just a better caliber football team.
Yeah.
And I know these records are close, but I think the Vikings have a lot of talent on that offensive side of the ball, that they're
Mhm.
going to manipulate the Lions' defense pretty handily. So yeah, I'm going Vikings. All right, let's hop over to Steelers-Browns. This game is interesting because the Steelers have decided that they will not start Ben Roethlisberger this week. They will be starting Mason Rudolph,
Which does change things.
which does change things, especially for a guy like Myles Garrett,
Yep.
who wants to get at Mason Rudolph pretty bad right now.
Hello.
So in that case, if the Browns win this game, they make the playoffs.
Mhm.
I think the Browns win this game strictly because I don't think the Steelers can do literally anything with Mason Rudolph under center.
I agree. I'm going Browns as well, and it feels as though the Steelers are kind of saying, "Yeah, we'll give this
We'll take
game
the 3
up."
seed.
Yeah. So I think I'm going Browns as well because they have more on the line, so they need this.
Yep.
They need this, and for them, if they don't make the playoffs, this is a bust. You know, so
Absolutely.
they need this big time.
Yes.
So I'm going Browns.
Ravens Bengals. If the Ravens win this game, they are also in the playoffs. And I think the Ravens will win.
I do as
It's
well.
the Bengals. I think this team has fire. I think this team really wants to win. I think they're gonna push this team around.
This is gonna be close. This
You
is gonna
think
be
so?
I do. This is gonna be a tight game. I
I think it's
think
gonna be a
so.
blowout.
I don't.
Okay.
We thought it was gonna be a blowout the last 2 weeks too.
That's true.
And it wasn't.
That's true.
So I think this is going to be a very close game. I could see this coming down to a last 2-minute drive with the Ravens, and they win on a last-second field goal or a touchdown. I'm still going to go Ravens, but this is going to be close.
All right. Let's go Dolphins Bills. The Dolphins at this point would need, based on what other picks we're gonna make
Yep.
later, the Dolphins need to win this game to make it. I don't think they will.
And that's the thing. Even if they do win, if the Ravens win, it doesn't matter. They're out either way. I think the Dolphins have to win to make the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to. I think the Bills are going to keep their starters in because they're still trying to secure and make sure they get that second seed. They're not going to depend on the Steelers to lose a game to get the second seed, so they're going to play their starters.
Depending on their mentality, right? If the Bills say, we're going to watch the scoreboard. If the Browns are beating the Steelers bad, we'll pull our starters. No reason to
Sure.
stay out there and get hurt, especially Stephon Diggs,
Of
who's
course.
nursing an injury that's not listed anymore, but it's, it's at this point in the season, you're feeling it.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter. Maybe they pull some of their older veterans that, but I don't see them doing that. I don't think this is that kind of football team.
I don't either.
I think they're going to hang numbers and they want to keep that momentum going.
I do as
I think
well.
the Bills are going to win this game. Not by a lot, but I think they will.
I do as well. Yeah.
And I think that will be the Dolphins' season.
Yeah, I do as well, which is tough. They had a great season, and again, the same thing as last year. Build momentum
Mhm.
late. You continue to build momentum. The Dolphins next year, they're gonna be even better, I think. And
Yeah.
they're gonna threaten that AFC East,
Mm-hmm.
division title. I really do believe that. So
Absolutely. Let's go to Seahawks Niners. If the Seahawks win this game, which they should, and the Saints and Packers lose, the Seahawks get the 1 seed,
which is not.
which is not going to happen. So, do you sit some of your starters in this game? I don't think it matters. I think the Seahawks win this game.
I think the Seahawks win as well, and no, I don't think they sit anybody. I don't think if there's a chance for you to get the 1 seed, you got to act as if you're going to get that chance.
Sure.
You got to win the game, and I think the Seahawks will do just that. So I'm going to go Seahawks.
All right. Cardinals Rams. The winner of this game goes to the playoffs regardless.
This is a
This is
juicy
where it
one.
gets interesting.
Yep.
The winner of this game goes to the playoffs regardless. Cardinals win, they're in. The Rams win, they're in. However, if the Bears lose and the Cardinals win, the Rams are in.
Mm-hmm.
If the Cardinals lose, the Rams and Bears are
Are
in.
in. Yep.
Like we said, the Cardinals are questionable with Kyler Murray. The Rams are doubtful with Jared Goff. Who wins this game? Assuming
Who?
Jared Goff is out and a less mobile Kyler Murray is in.
I'm going. We talked about this off camera. I'm going to go Rams on this one
Okay.
actually, and I just don't feel like the Cardinals just have that playoff push in them. It just feel like I said since that Hail Mary against the Bills, they've just been on a downslide, and I don't see them riding the ship at this particular moment. I don't. And for the Rams, this is a good way to build momentum going into the playoffs. I think there's a lot more implications for the Rams than there are the Cardinals, in my opinion. And I think the Rams' defense is going to be the reason, not the offense.
Yep.
I'm going to go Rams on this one.
I think, yes, I'm going to go Rams as well. Even if you have Kyler, he's less mobile, and that defensive line is going to make problems.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Rams' offense, I know it's crazy to think that they'll be more effective with a backup quarterback.
Sometimes simplicity
I think
helps.
some simplicity is going to make a difference. They only scored 9 points last week against the Seahawks, but I don't think you're going to see that from them this week.
I don't either.
I think they're going to make some plays. I think the Rams win this game, which would put the Bears in the playoffs as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you better get your editing skills working, because you got to put some clown makeup on.
That's right. Oh my goodness.
So you better get your editing skills working.
Oh,
Get me in
man.
Photoshop.
Right.
Maybe make it the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Jaguars, Colts. The Colts need to win this game to get in. If they lose, they cannot make it. I think they will win.
I do as well. I think the Colts are just strictly based off the playoff implications. They have to win.
Yep.
And I think they will figure out a way. Do I think it'll be pretty? No. Do I think it's going to be close? Yes. But I do think the Colts are going to win.
I think so too. Do not be surprised if the Jaguars put up a really good fight.
They will.
Because the number one overall seed and the number one overall pick is already determined.
So they'll pay like house money. Yeah, it's house money now.
Right. And they beat the Colts week 1.
Right?
They're going to remember that.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to try and replicate.
I think the
And
Colts
they're
are
going to
going to too.
They're going to try and ruin the Colts season and say, well, you lose, you're out.
And see, this is where Week 17 is interesting because there's a lot of teams that have nothing on the line. They're going to say, hey, let us destroy another person's season.
There are guys who are fighting for contracts.
Right.
There are coaches who are fighting to have film taken on. Doug Marrone, if he doesn't stay with Jacksonville, which I don't think he will, he could make a good offensive coordinator somewhere or a quarterback's coach or something. Whatever the case may be, he's got to put something on film too.
Yep.
He's got an agent who needs to get a job somewhere in someone's administration. But I don't think they'll do it.
Yeah.
I think the Colts need it too bad. And if they don't win this, the Colts are exactly who we thought they were.
Yep.
Let's hop over to Titans, Texans. Titans don't necessarily need this game to make the playoffs, but if they win, they're guaranteed.
Yep.
They don't have to worry about other people. And I think the Titans will walk away with it.
Me as well. And again, strictly off playoff implications. You win this game, you are in. It's a guarantee. Win the game. Win the game. That's what I think they'll do. And the Texans, they're a dumpster fire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're gonna pull one out the last game of the year.
Going into this game, I believe before this game even starts, the Titans could already clinch a playoff spot based on how other dominoes fall.
Right.
However, that's not the type of team where you sit anybody anyway.
Nope.
Got to keep it rolling.
Yep.
Got to keep that momentum going.
Completely agree.
Keep the train moving.
Completely
It takes
agree.
a lot more to keep it to get it started back up again than it does to just keep it rolling. Especially with this game.
Exactly. Completely agree.
Chargers, Chiefs, 1, 2, 3, Chiefs. All right. Packers, Bears. This is interesting because Mitchell Trubisky's on fire,
I know where I'm going.
but so is Aaron Rodgers.
This is
and
easy
so
for
is the
me.
Packers. If the Packers win this game, they get the number 1 seed.
I'm going Packers.
I'm going Packers.
Because they want that 1 seed. They want everybody to go through Lambeau. Because if they can get everybody to go through Lambeau, I think they're going to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So I think they want that. I think they know that, as do I think the rest of the NFC, and they don't want that to happen. I think Packers are taking this one.
The Bears are going to be watching the scoreboard.
Yep.
Because if they see that the Rams are getting blown out or the Rams are losing, you're going to see a lot of guys get fired up out of nowhere. That's going to be the craziest second half of football if the Rams are losing.
Yeah.
If the Rams are winning, they won't let off on the gas, but it won't be I don't think it'll be as intense.
Right.
I think the Packers win also, but based on what we've picked already, the Bears would be in the playoffs.
Yep.
Saints need some help to get the number 1 seed. They would need the Packers to lose to the Bears to get number 1, and the Saints versus the Panthers.
This is easy.
So I think the Saints, on the roll that they are, will get a win in Carolina.
I think the Saints will win as well. Don't be surprised if they, like you have been saying, they pull some of their starters second half potentially. Because once
Scoreboard watch.
exactly right, keep track of the scoreboard. But I think the Saints win this one as well.
Because Drew Brees needs more time anyway.
Yep.
Get your backup some reps just in case Drew Brees gets hurt.
Definitely.
Get Jameis Winston some reps because he needs them. especially since you didn't play him while he could have played, again, with Taysom Hill, that whole experiment going on. But yeah, I think the Saints will end up with the 2 seed because the Packers will win. And then that would put the Saints, so it would put them against either the Bears.
Yeah.
Put them against the Bears.
Yep.
So,
which is a good matchup.
which would be a good
for 'em.
matchup.
Yep.
Yeah. They played earlier in the season. I think the Bears stole one. No, the Bears did not win that
No.
game. No, that was the Bucks that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Sorry. And now the final game on the docket.
This is a big one
The
here.
NFC least.
This is a big one here.
If the Washington football team wins this game, they're in. The Giants-Cowboys game is meaningless. If they lose, the winner of the Giants-Cowboys game gets into the playoffs. The Washington football team should have Alex Smith back. Should they not, they would be in trouble.
Yep.
If they have him back, I think they win this game.
That's what I'm saying. If Alex Smith is playing, I'm going Washington. If he is not playing, I'm going Philly.
Yes,
That's my thing.
I agree with you on that.
So I'm going to go Washington, expecting Alex Smith to be playing.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
And we're not really keeping score at this point anymore because
Nah.
we're getting. You already got Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah.
Rascal.
And it was good,
And it was
too.
delicious. Shout outs to the Lake Worth / Boynton Beach Chick-fil-A out on Lantana.
Yeah.
You guys had a great day today, or on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So shout outs to you.
Yeah.
You guys killed it.
20% over your projected sales. Good job. But we didn't get any cupcakes, though. I ran out of cupcakes, and that makes my heart hurt. But my heart actually thanks you, because now my arteries aren't going to get clogged up.
But yeah, I think Washington takes this game. It's gonna be this week is. I'm so excited for this week
It's
because
a crazy
all the
week.
games are on Sunday.
Yep.
There's 7 games at 1 o'clock, 8 games at 4 o'clock,
And there's no
and there's
late
1
game.
o'clock. The one game at 8 o'clock,
Yep.
which is like the big one
Big.
that determines a playoff
Yep.
spot.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to see what the playoffs
I am
hold for
too.
us.
But alrighty, y'all. That was officially our last week of predictions.
For the regular season.
That is crazy to say that we actually went through the whole year and made
Yeah.
predictions pretty much the whole season. Just want to thank you guys so much for rolling with us, for
Yeah.
rocking with us, supporting us this whole time. Obviously, we're not done. We're going to be going through the playoffs. We might do a little playoff super special where we kind of talk about what the playoff implications look like, what the matchups are going to be, who we think is going to go all the way. Maybe we'll do some superlatives at the end of the season like we had kind of talked about prior.
Yeah.
So we'll have a lot of good stuff coming towards you guys in the next week, maybe 2 weeks. But until then, y'all, we will see you guys in the next one. Alrighty, later.